Welcome. It's your boy MarkN, MUFC fan, people, and you know what it is. It's the big one. Third plays fourth in a game that separates the top three from the bottom six of the top six teams, if you know what I mean. It's one of those times, guys, the big games, the big times, the ones we've been waiting for, and the biggest game of Man United season is here. It's live, and we're about to get ready. Kickoff in just a few minutes. Your boy is a bit late, but, forgive the Trini. You know how he does things, but I'm here. You're here. That's what's most important. Don't forget to smash the likes, folks, because it certainly helps the channel grow. It helps everything, makes it better. You know what I'm saying? So, now, let's get into it, guys, because Manchester United take on Aston Villa, and of course, we all know what's at stake, top four. And winning means we separate ourselves 6 points ahead of Chelsea, who lost yesterday. Of course, it also means we separate ourselves from fourth, which Aston Villa should be in after we beat them today by 3 points. Now, we may not be catching first place, folks, but Man United, this is a testament to getting Champions League next season and the rise that will be Man United next season in the Premier League, where we will let everyone know that, we may have finished 15th last season, but this season we're third, and next season we're coming for first. Guys, it can't get more exciting than this, but what I will tell you is I'm very much up for this. I hope you all are, because it's Sunday, and it's going to be the biggest game of the day. And we're getting ready for it. Michael Carrick, the first time since taking over the team, he has to bounce back with a reaction and show something, because, he's only been winning. He has 1 draw and 1 loss. And, of course, that loss coming last week, poor performance against Newcastle, late winner. Guys, disappointing. But today, we're at home in front of the faithful, Old United Road at Old Trafford. Once again, the fans are singing, and of course, your boy is here. Glory, glory, Man United. Shout out to Irish Pit Terrier in the building. We know Jack Reacher is coming soon, and of course, Frankie Sesko will be here in the building, chilling with my Gellinade, staying calm. You know how it is, my brother. We're chilling right now, and we're watching the boys in the tunnel. The famous United tunnel. Of course, the little mascots, they're all with smiles on their faces, just like MarkN. Because, we're always excited to see the Red Devils play, and they're going to perform a big one for us today. They know the fans need 3 points. They know we want to be comfortable in third. They know it. They knew they dropped a big 4 points in the last 7 games, but they will make up for it, folks. We have to believe, and believe we must. Because this is all that we have, guys. This is the only way we could show our support to our United brothers. And of course, the only way to do that is to believe. It's the only way to do it, folks. So let's get in. Let's see what they have to offer us today. Of course, we're hoping for a top performance. The key players for me has to be Matthias Fernandes and Bruno, as well as Bruno. Of course, hoping Ahmad starts, but you never know what Carrick might decide. It might get interesting. He may just, not start him and start Mbeumo again. It's going to be, we expect them to, whoever starts, it doesn't matter. You come into the team, you give that performance worthy of a red shirt. And of course, that is the least we expect from each player. Give your best, blood, sweat, tears. That's what it means to be a Red Devil, folks. And of course, Bryan Mbeumo walking out there shows that he's been given the nod. How is he going to perform today? Let's hope he has a sterling performance. His performances have not really shown the best of what he has been capable of and what he is always capable of. And I think he's got much in his locker. It's one of the players I rated the most. Unfortunately, I was giving all my heavy criticism to Matthias Cunha at the beginning of the season, and now he's turned it around, or he's made me a believer that he is that number 10 that we were all looking for. Hopefully he is, and he continues to show us that that's the guy we paid that money for. Big up to him. And of course, Sen Lamens in goal. We're expecting a big performance today. Of course, Diego Dallo, the preferred choice at right back. Lenny Yoro is there. Maguire, and of course, Casemiro and Kobe Mainu partnering in that midfield. Luke Shaw is back. And Bumo Ahmad starts on the left. This time, Fernandez is through the middle. Matthias Cunha comes in up front. No Benjamin Sesko in the starting lineup today. Shout out to my brother Jack Reacher. He says 3-1 MU. Yippee kai. Yay in the building. Of course, bro, you know how it goes. It's an interesting one. A fluid front three. We're going to be playing that false nine where you're going to see maybe Ahmad take some turns up front with them Bumo swapping with Cunha at times. And of course, you know, the big man himself, Bruno Fernandes, creating for the Red Devils today. Martinez starts in goal. Lamar, Bogard, Konsa, Mings, and Digne. Well, if Luca Digne plays anyway like he played the other day, he's be letting our players walk straight in that door. Amadou Onana partners Ross Barkley in their midfield pair. McGinn, Buenadia, and Rogers is their attacking three that sits behind Ollie Watkins. Folks, he had the winner in the Europa League this week, but it's not been in sensational form. Of course, Manchester United, you know, it could be bad luck. All these teams gear up to play against us. It's going to be an interesting one. Of course, your boy is here to make sure you know, have no fear, because we are going to take 3 points today. There's nothing they can do to stop that. They can only try, folks. They can't do it any other way. They've got to try and try hard. They will. They may. It's going to be interesting. Let's see how it goes. Certainly, we're going to expect a top performance from the lads as they huddle up to prepare themselves, and the fans sing that famous "To Old Trafford, Take Me Home, United Road." You know what I mean, folks. You've been there. You've heard the chants yourselves. You've all sung them. We've sung them. We've chanted together. We've cheered. And now it's time to support the boys together again, like we always do every week when Man United is out to play. You know what I'm saying? And next season it's going to be twice a week, so I'm going to be seeing you double time. Who's up for that? Who's up for that? Maybe your boy will be going to the Champions League games next season. You never know what could happen, guys. You know. Last time I was in all the Europa League games, we won them all until we got to the final. And of course, no amount of luck could have prepared us for the scammer. You know how it goes. The game has kicked off, folks. You know what I mean? Aston Villa is in possession as they try to play it out from the back. Mbumo certainly showing that he was pressing there. Rogers with a handball. He's trying to just catch things, you know what I mean? Catch the momentum of the game as it starts early. He caught the ball instead. He's only scored 1 goal since scoring against us, so maybe that might say he's on the cards for another goal today. But guys, that also could mean he's on the cards for nothing. For nothing. Man United, what do you have to say for yourselves today, folks? You didn't give us the performance that we expected of you. We normally expect of you. Big up to Ricky Red in the building, my brother. How you're doing today? The Red's out, and of course, Ricky is here. Have no fear, people. He's come. Big up to you, bro. How are you feeling? What kind of scoreline you looking for today? I'm thinking maybe a 3-1 Man United or 3-2. It could get long. You know, obviously, Jack Reacher is saying 3-1. He's punchy. He's strong. I think, you know, if I had to say, maybe Irish Pit Terrier is thinking a 4-1 win. You know what I mean? Ricky's going at a strong 3-0 at home. My goodness, Ricky. Powerful statement win that's going to be to secure the 3rd place spot. It could be interesting. And with United, the way that they have started right now, it almost could have broken. And come, you know, you might have seen one of those 3 coming in. Interesting. Man United certainly looking very hungry and aggressive to the ball today. It's what we like to see. Certainly what we like to see, you know, folks. You know, we want to see that aggression. We want to see that energy that makes us feel that, yes, the boys have come out today. You know what I mean? It's interesting. It gets interesting. Let's see how it goes. I'm thinking about putting myself to the right. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't want to block the Manchester sign out. Don't mind that right now. Big up to Ray. Ray, what's your score prediction today, broski? Aston Villa trying to slow the game down to control the tempo early on. Ricky says, never mind third. We can chase City down for second. They are faltering. Big style. Maybe, Ricky, you know what I mean? It's going to take us, maybe 2 to 3 back-to-back wins to turn that around. I'm certainly up for that. I don't mind. It's always good to stand above the blue citizens. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Ahmad switching the play all across to Luke Shaw there. Luke Shaw finally getting the ball under control as he drives forward in their traditional run, looking like Shawberto Carlos once more. Ball comes into the box. Oh, just headed out over. Unable to get a contact. Wasn't Mbumo there. Could have been interesting. 8 games, plenty of time. Definitely, you are right. Plenty of time. A whole 24 points on offer. That can change and move mountains. I mean, if Arsenal were to lose 5 and City lose 3 and we win all 8, it could be an interesting situation come the end. You know what I mean? 1-5. I would have loved, you know what I mean, for us to not drop any of those 4 points we dropped in the last 7. It could have been interesting. Oh, come on, ref. He wasn't blocked off, ref. You know what I mean? The citizens, as I love to call them. You know what I mean? It might be interesting to see what could happen, bro. I mean, their run is a bit difficult. They've got a lot of pressure. Their team has not gelled. You know, a lot of new in between of their midfield. Oh, referee, is that not a foul? Of course, the guy clashed into Maguire. I swore I was watching the NFL. But of course, you know who that is, John McGinn. You know what I mean? He may have thought it was Scottish ball. You know what I mean? You know, they got that quibble thing. He got his body in there like a battering ram. Oi! You can't be so aggressive, my brother. I feel the energy. I love the passion, though. You know what I mean? McGinn, old boy. He's an interesting guy, you know, that John McGinn. Quick player, you know what I mean? He looks like he's all mean when he's on the pitch, but probably a pretty nice guy in real life. You never know. McGinn, as Euro tries to get it forward, too much swing, and that takes it away from the Man United player and intercepted by Amadou Onana. But it will be interesting to see what Man United do if they can win possession of the ball back here from Lucas Digne. And so Maguire steps up into the midfield as he drives forward. He tries to play a pass in the path of Ahmad, but it's of Bruno, but just a little too much on it. Maguire could have dinked it over for Mbumo there as well. It could have been interesting if that was the choice made, but certainly it wasn't. Guys, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? You know, I don't know. I don't know. We started positive, I think. You know what I mean? Not a lot in it. Both, both teams trying to get a grip on the game. Aston Villa certainly trying to play their way. You know what I mean? Trying to, get Man United on the back foot, off their rhythm. But I think Man United will be first scorers here tonight for some strange reason. I can't say that. You know what I mean? You guys, I'm the super positive Man United fan, but I just certainly see a world where Man United gets that opening goal, and Aston Villa has to chase the game. I can see it. I don't know why, but maybe Man United looks a little bit more calm at home. Well, I mean, we had OT anyway, you know what I mean? But we do look a bit calm on the ball. Nice passes going through. Unfortunately for Dallo there, he wasn't able to cut in on that pass. Newcastle doing us a mighty favor yesterday, keeping the Chelsea down. Will Liverpool be kept down as well today? It could be interesting, maybe not. You know what I mean? If they were to lose their game today, 6 points clear of the Fools as well. Nothing could be more fun than thinking about those things, folks. You know what I'm saying? Evertonians, it feels like the game was scripted yesterday. Everton should have, definitely had enough chances to put the game beyond Arsenal, but misses and misses and misses. Fulham. Can Spurs do a job for us tonight? You know what I mean? Nothing in that. Like, what was that foul for? It will be interesting to see if Man United could get themselves a goal. Have to defend this set piece first. Interesting. Weird free kick moment there. Makes no sense. Look, what a waste. What a waste. You know what I mean? Oh man. Yeah, that little press his shoulder there. I could see that little. Come on. Buen dia. Unai Emery expecting a reaction from his players after going down 4-1 to Chelsea last week. I mean, if Chelsea could smash them 4-1, I don't see why we can't ourselves. You know what I mean? It's off the player, Dallo. Tough luck there. Lucas Digne. Luckily getting a deflection off of Dallo there. What it may have came off of Digne at the end, but wild. Watkins picking up a foul there, a bit on Casemiro, too flashily. You know what I mean? Too quickly, just up there. Fernandez there with a cheeky back pass there to maintain possession. Cunha there now. Bumo turning the opposite way. Finding Fernandez on the wide. Fernandez looks up, ball into the box. Oh, just cleared there. Gets interesting. No rush there from Man United, but clinical moments, utilizing the ball. Harry Maguire beating Watkins to it there. Not that slow, is he? You know what I mean? When you read the game faster than the striker can move his feet, yeah, you can get a one-up on the guy. You know what I mean? Good work there from Maguire, reading the danger, getting it out. Bruno everywhere in this current moment. Euro seeing a lot of the ball in the early stages, looking more settled, a lot more confident after these few starts. You know what I mean? I have to say, I think earlier he was a bit shaky, but whatever has been going on in training probably got his mind off of that. Ahmad there struggling to get the best of his defender there, going all the way back to Maguire, but maintaining possession. You know, you can't be too disappointed there. Ball coming over the top, but Dallo was not there. Cunha, good idea. Dallo puts his hand up. My fault. I didn't go make the run. Understandable. Good idea. Next time, Dallo, make the run. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy is the motto at Man United right now, folks. Ahmad starts. No Sesko. This is the weirdest thing. You know what I mean? Don't really see Sesko starting when Ahmad's starting. It's kind of weird. Maybe he doesn't work well with strikers. Maybe. Is Bruno Fernandes currently the best number 10 in the Premier League, folks? I'd like to hear your thoughts on who's better. Let me know in the chat. Casemiro. Konsa. Konsa's a big name. Konsa. Not such a big player, is he? Interesting. The fans aren't going to like that one. Taken out there was Mbumo. How is that not a yellow card? Where's the foul? Where's the foul? Where's the yellow card? Sancho, objection. Don't be lazy. Yo, you know how it goes, bro. It would seem that a lot of these guys like the stardom of the fame of being a footballer, but not the hard work it takes to be one. Cunha with a cross in. Almost. And Ahmad fouled, dragged into the post. How is that not a penalty? It should be. VAR is not working. This player drags Ahmad into the post, drags him. Tyrone Miggs drags him and pulls him down with him. How does the referee not see this? How is Man United not giving a penalty for that kind of behavior? Why are you dragging the player down with him, with you? Tyrone Mings, dirty bastard. You dirty charlatan, Tyrone Mings. You think because you ruffled Mason Greenwood's feathers, that makes you a man? You think that makes you any better of a footballer? It just makes you a ruffian, bro. Top 5 in Prem this season, play in the CL next season. Arsenal, City, United, Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool. We'll miss out. Probably it might be so, but of course, you know, Someone has to get above Villa. I mean, someone has to get above Liverpool. Is it Liverpool? Oh shit, Liverpool is in 6th. They need to lose today, folks. Liverpool needs to drop points today, else it could be Chelsea on the struggle. Ref, that's how you could see it in the replay. The man pulling Ahmad, you know. He tugging Ahmad's shirt. The man pulled the man's shirt long as Ahmad hand, you know. Yeah. How could the referee? How is that not a pen? If you could see that shit in the replay, Ricky. Yeah, but you're watching it, you see the man pulling him all the way while he falling. And as he falling, he let go. Yeah, these commentators, you know they hate Man United, because if it was Liverpool, they'd be saying, how is that not given a penalty? Now they're saying, you know what they're saying? These commentators saying, well, not every time you see these things happen, it's going to be a foul. Bomba. Man United win the ball back up. Could this be the first goal coming here? Can we get something from this? Ball comes up. Bruno. Oh, deflected. VR saying no on the eyes, bro. All the time. VR sits on their eyes. You know what I mean? When it comes to Man United, they don't even watch the screen. I don't think so. That's just me. I don't think VR looks at the screen when Man United plays unless the opposing team is near our goal. That's when they look back at the screen. Bro, if Sesko was there, that cross was goal. If Sesko was there, watch that cross now, boy. A beauty. Beauty. A beauty, boy. And nobody there. Where is Benny? If Benny was there, it's goal. I tell man, you know, get Mbumo off the pitch. Let him sit down and watch some men for a day. And we go win. Benny would have scored. That'll be the opening goal. Big Benny Sesko with a 1-0. Heartfelt apology. The only people is get them thing is Liverpool. Corner again for Man United. We have to make this count, folks. Nems is in the building. You know, when I talk about the Liverpools and they show up, you know, in my country, they call that the truth. You know what I mean? When you call and they answer, you know you're speaking the honest to God. Big up to Nems in the building. Hopefully you guys, you know, lose today. It's going to be good if that happens. Good for football, good for the world. You know what I mean? Oh, 1-0! Oh! Oh! Well saved by Martinez. Should have been 1-0. It should have been 1. And Aston Villa on the counter. But Fernandez with the steal. And it's Man United on the counter. Can it be? Manu. Oh. No. Wrong flick. Sorry, Jesse. Wrong flick, bro. And now it's back the other way. It's back the other way, folks. What is going on? Electric stuff. Electric. Jared Gillett, you a cheater. Well, everyone knows this. Ah, Nems. I mean, maybe you should get him at LFC, bro. Roger's trying to repeat the Villa Park, but you know what? We know it's not a bigger club than Bayern Munich, bro. Calm down. You know what I mean? Not gone. Watch penalty boy on Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley grabbed the man and dragged him to the ground, and they cleared that. They cleared that. Look at that. Look at that foul. Nah, bro, that is violations of the worst case. How could Jared Gillett clear that? He have to be the maddest person on the planet. You can't. The man have two hands holding the player, two hands, and it's not a foul. Yo, these VAR guys are out of control, folks. I'm telling you, VAR, the script writing in real time. They're not here to do an honest job, especially not that Gillett guy or Gillett or whoever his name is. He's there to cheat. Because you can't tell me two hands is not a penalty. We gave up that last week to Newcastle. I mean to say, they said two hands. You know what I mean? Just wanted to clarify. It's wild. You can start 10 polls, bro. No one will ever say Liverpool bigger than Bayern Munich, bro. But you and maybe some other scousers. And mind you, there aren't many living in Liverpool, in Merseyside. You know, in Merseyside, they're all Evertonians, by the way. Most Liverpool, 98% of Liverpool fans don't live near Liverpool. They live outside. You know what I mean? They really aren't home fans. Wonder who makes the final decision, ref or VAR. PGMOL. They both work for them. You know what I mean? PGMOL says do nothing, do nothing. No one knows who exactly to blame, the referee or the VAR. They're just blaming someone. You are the second biggest what? The second biggest what? Where? Not in England. In England, it's Man United and Man City that have won trebles, my brother. You know what I mean? To be bigger, you got to have a treble. And when it comes to world football, it goes Real Madrid, then Man United. There's no Liverpool there. The biggest club in England is Man United, my brother. That I don't know what dream you tell yourselves, Liverpool fans, but no one but you believes that. In theory, VR should have the final say in theory, bro. But you know how the theories go. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really work out like that most of the time. Actually, it. I don't know about you on that now, bro, but it is what it is with you. Euro getting across well to put a head on that, getting it clear. You know what I mean? The referee is sort of blind today. You know what I mean? It's wild to see that so many fouls and big mistakes are happening. And only apologies. The only consistent thing they do is apologize for that they consistently fail. That's wild. Good intensity of the game so far, though. Very good intensive play early on. Good exchanges. I think Man United looking the better of the two teams, but I think now possession is starting. They're trying to hold possession a bit more. And Pumo winning the ball back there. Excellent play from him there, cutting out the danger. Man United could have a breather now as the ball is now being chucked to the wing, but chucked a bit too hard. Can't locate Morgan Rogers. There's Tyrone Mings. Good win there by Kobe Menu. Ahmad unable to get the inside curler there. Come on, Man United. What Chelsea thing is that, bro? Tell me about it, Lems. Tell me. No, what happened now? What ref thing is that? Yeah, but Liverpool is do that every game week, bro. Why are you making it seem like it's something that your club doesn't do every week? Every week, your club is circle the referee. Every single week, your club and Man City. Arsenal now start to do it as well. Well, they don't get no yellow cards for that. What? Nems, I don't know what is wrong with you today, bro. Like, did you fall off the bed? Luke Shaw. Looks like it could be 1-0 for Man United coming up. Will it be? Dallo. Give it back! But Ahmad is a shit on our. You're supposed to get back to Bruno there, he in space. Cheese on rice, bro. 100%, bro. 100%. Bro, I didn't realize he was supposed to roll that back to Bruno one time with all the space Bruno, then Bruno kill that, bro. Ahmad moving mad there, bro. Like, the man give it to you. Give him back when he go, you look up, nothing ahead. Supposed to roll that. Oh my God. I can't believe, man, them say Mbumo is the best shooter in our team, but you're doing that. Maguire's on side like a dog there. Your hand can't be offside. Your hand can't be offside. If he had get on that, it would have been a goal and a half. Your hand can't be offside, bro. Your hand can't be offside. Your hand is not when your hand don't count as offside, you know, bro. So if your hand offside, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Oh, well done, Bruce. Bruno! Back it! Oh! Couldn't get it out of his feet quickly enough. There was Casemiro throwing for Man United. United certainly turning it up in this current moment. Looking for that go-ahead goal. Certainly. Certainly. Nems, your brain don't work too well sometimes, you know, bro. I know, you know. You're supporting Liverpool. That was the first sign of brain damage. You know what I'm saying? All the way from South Africa supporting Liverpool, you know, bro. Dallo! Oh my goodness! How could you do that? Kick it over the bar. No, Dallo. Dallo. Oh, bro. How? You don't touch that. You're supposed to level that on first touch, bro. You're supposed to bang that one time. You're supposed to step over that, lean your head forward, look down at the ball, and smack it with your head stay down, crunch. Bang! Technique. Where these men learn to shoot, boy? Come on. I was blading that to the back of the net, bro. Chest forward, bro. Step over. Me in front of the ball. Over. Janos. Come on, Dallo. Eat that for breakfast. Right. Put the cross in. Huh. Oh. Amado react there, bro. You had to react, bro. Well done, Luke Shaw. Well done, United maintain possession. A strong spell of possession for the Reds. The rhythm and tempo is building to a crescendo. Will the goal come as a result? Looking for it, folks. Come on. Come on, United. Us two can be offside. You use it to score. Don't you love the many, many rules of FIFA? Yeah, but your hand isn't, because your hand is not part of the playable body parts. So it doesn't count you as being offside or on. Lots of people don't know that, like Nems didn't. Goal kick, Shaw snuffed it off the back of the Villa player as he was falling. That's what I would have done anyway. Kick it off the Aston Villa player while they're falling outside. Oh, Nenny. It's United, it's offside. We know how the haters work, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all need to hate for a living. United fans we just do what we had to do, broski. You know what I'm saying? Extraordinary moments there. Ollie Watkins say. Oh, you on a hate watch? I on a live watch, bro. But big up to you, broski. Luke Shaw, miscommunication there with Maguire. Miscommunication. Yo, bro, PGM Albion turning up on duty today. Well tackled there by Lenny Oro. He rolled over the ball. The ball has squeezed his balls. It looks like the ball dealt with his balls. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good one for Lenny Oro, but United on the counter. Shot comes in. Oh, just wide. But it looks like Lenny's ball met the ball. It wasn't a good time. It wasn't a good party, as they say. Nicht getrifft. Well-timed tackle there by Lenny. This is a justice watch, man. You know what I'm saying? Live watch, justice, the Red Devils, FIFA fair play extraordinaire. You know, you never seen Liverpool got a fair play award, you know what I mean? Not in their history. 'Cause they don't play fair, bro. You know what I'm saying, Nems? You need to get the fair play award. But you can't. They're the scouts. You know what I mean? They don't know about fair play. All the yellow, Ollie. Hopefully you get a second. Maybe you should get a second yellow. No bad tackles today. McKinn. McGinn knocks it in or not unable to keep it in. Kobe Mainoo's helping him into the helping him into the pitch. How is this a corner now? How is this a corner, bro? I'm trying to figure out how is this a corner when it came out of Onana. Good clearance there. Ball going forward. Ahmad plays it off. Cunha now puts it, looks to put it over the top, deflected. Ahmad maintains it. Looks like United gonna get an open goal here. What the hell was that? I don't even know. Nothing. Not much happening in the first half, and I think, folks, people need to start listening to little MarkN. You know, they think I'm hating, but Mbumo offers nothing for Man United. You might as well bring him off the bench or play him off the wing, but we have to start Benny Sesko. We have nothing going on up front. What has Mbumo offered all game? He's ran, he made 2 passes, nothing. Was Benny Sesko in for the cross? But Dallo made, it would have been a header for goal. We can't win any balls in the air. It's difficult the first half. The performance has been much better than the last game. It's a very competitive game. Aston Villa came out to play. They've been attacking us. We've been attacking them. Of course, you know, I think Man United should have had a goal in this game. 54% possession, 6 shots, 2 on target, none on target for Aston Villa. 2 shots for them either way. You know what I mean? 217 completed passes, 180 for Aston Villa. It looks very interesting. 78 possession, 78% completion as opposed to 67 for Villa. Man United with 5 corners, Villa with 2. It's interesting, folks. It's interesting. You know what I mean? 3 supposed to be the norm. But of course, you know, when Man United is playing, they always find a way to cheat us. Two certain penalties disallowed by VAR. The ref claim he does not see Tyrone Ming drag Ahmad down. He doesn't see Tyrone Ming drag Casemiro down. It's a bunch of shitty situations. Need more in the final third? Well, you need to get Mbeumo off the pitch. He's offered nothing for a 7th game in a row. You know what I mean? By himself, he does nothing. If not, someone's not giving him the ball to tap it in, he does nothing. Apparently. The foul on Casemiro, we need to find out what is the issue at PGMOL. Have we not paid them enough? Have we not earned them enough as part of the Premier League that they must cheat us this way? It's leaving me in dismay. I cannot lie. I have to speak about it. And Nems, I don't care, bro. Good morning, Britain speaks for you. So MarkN and MUFC span will speak for Man United all the time. You know what I mean? You Liverpools, bro. That little blast over the bar. I could have kicked that guy. No violence, but you know what I mean? Just a thought. Come on, bro. I really don't understand, bro. United has sport paying the refs. Huh? Bro, United, because you guys so hate us, you guys and other teams, y'all pay the refs so we lose. You know what I'm saying? That's what you guys do. You don't need to do that. For what? We don't pay refs, bro. We have never done that. You know what I mean? But Liverpool have been investigated for that before. Like Man City have as well. Don't try that, folk. Not here. You know what I mean? An interesting first half performance from the Red Devils. I can't say it's the best. I can't say it's the worst. What I will say is that we could have done much better. What I could say is that we could have been a bit more clinical. We need something more in the front line right now, folks. The three up front, they're doing a decent job, but not the best. What is the problem? Is the problem Ahmad? Is the problem Mbeumo? Is the problem Matthias Cunha? Which player needs to come out so we can have that deadly threat up front in Benjamin Sesko added to that front three? Who do you guys think makes that front three complete? Who's the best three? It's going to be interesting, people. And I expect United to come back and roar in the second half and put 3 goals past Aston Villa. We need these 3 points. Something needs to change. Carrick needs to make a decision, but we need Sesko. We need Sesko, and maybe we need to see Mbeumo come out of this game today. I think maybe that's the one thing we haven't tried. We've tried all sorts of substitutions, but we have not taken Mbeumo off and left Ahmad in. I think this is where this is something that we may have to do. Because currently, we're looking decent, but not as threatening as normally we are. I don't know what has been overcome our front line. Can be more interesting than this. What's United's skill? We're the first English team to win 20 times the Premier League, my brother. That's our big skill. And the first team to win a treble on English soil. That's our skill. We're the first to do all the big things. You know what I mean? What is your skill, Liverpool? Let me know. Match week 30 is on the way. The Red Devils are facing Aston Villa, and it's an interesting matchup, of course. Man United, it's 0-0 at the half. Not the best first half. Decent performance from the Reds. You know, Aston Villa coming out very hot, trying to get themselves a grip on the game, but they faced a United team that was more than competent, you know, composed and ready to welcome them at home. And Man United certainly took over control of the game, but were unable to finish the chances that they have created. And it's that. I mean, what are you talking about, bro? Your skill, my skill, or Liverpool skill? It's one of those because the skill that we're talking about, bro. Or I could tell you about Man United skill. You know, winning 20 times, it's more than any other football club. I mean, that was a period of time over 29 years. There were no other English clubs within within 4 trophies of our 20 times. You know what I mean? When you set records like that in the Premier League, that's how you know you're a big guy, a dominant force. You know what I'm saying, Nems? I don't know if you know about those things, but you just won 20 times last season after 34 years of trying. Must have been a long wait for the last two and a half titles that you won, bro. Guys, what are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know. What do you think about the result? Who do you think will be the key player for Manchester United? Who gets our goal? Do we need Benny Sesko to come in at the half, or do we start same way in the second half and wait until the 60th minute to introduce the big Slovenian? What are your thoughts, folks? Let me know. You know, Bruno Fernandes having a pretty good half, doing pretty well. I think, you know, the team can do a little bit better to help him out. What are your thoughts? Jack, what do you think about this first half so far, my brother? What are your thoughts? Nems, I know you're a rival, you're doing a hate watch, but let us know what you think. Ray Carl, what do you think? Who do you think we need to bring into this game to really impact us and take us forward? What can we do? What can we change to make to really get a foothold in this game at Old Trafford? Mark, we need to make what? 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 The United needs to finish better. Well, I mean, certainly. United was a bit more clinical in that half. I think we'd be leading the game by maybe 1 or 2 goals. They're just all about clinicality, though, Nems. I think maybe it's a bit more. I think we need a little bit more creativity on the pitch, a little bit more a little bit more finesse up front. What? Broski, what kind of bro? What's going on with you, Nems? That may be a Liverpool thing, bro. Man United with go chairs. You know, we drink beers with the homies. Cheers, mate. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it at Man United. What will Michael Carrick do? He certainly needs to do something to change the form or change the tempo, the rhythm of this game. Man United certainly needs 3 points. Casemiro, one shot, no shots on target. 24 pass attempts, 75% passing accuracy, 33 touches, 5.4 kilometers covered. I guess he's the game's biggest performer for Man United. Grenadier, 5.7 kilometers covered, 33 touches, 17 pass attempts. You know what I mean? 80% pass completion, one shot, 0 on target. Good comparison there. It shows that Grenadier is a bit above Casemiro today in terms of his passing. But if he had 33 touches and only 17 passes, it means he lost the ball a few times. It's wild. You know what I mean? The next 6 fixtures for Aston Villa, West Ham, Forest, Sunderland, Fulham, Spurs, and Burnley. It gets interesting. Man United has Chelsea, Palace, Bournemouth, Liverpool. It gets really interesting for Manchester United, folks. Big up to Upsendy in the building. What's going on, my bro? Hope you're well. Big up to you. Long time no see. What's going on, my brother? Are you good? Hope you're what? Abs enter in the building. What's up, man? Yeah. I know you're coming because of Pav. You know what I mean? You know, Pav is slightly disingenuous himself. He's looking for vibes. But yeah, bro, I'm here every week. Once there's a live game, I'm always doing a watch along. You know what I mean? Good to see you in the building. Hope you smash a like on your way through. You know what I mean? Definitely, I think we need to bring Sesko into this game. We have not been creating enough up front. What's going on, man? Mason Mount still injured. Hasn't been able to make the substitute bench in a long time, just as long as I haven't seen this guy abs end to end on my channel. Interesting times. You know what I mean? Will what substitutes will make an impact that changes this game? This man says Dybala or no, bro. I can't even. What kind of discussion question is that? It's a no-brainer, bro. It's absolutely insane to ask that sort of question, Nems. 8 Premier League games left after this game today. Man United certainly a draw really doesn't benefit both teams, guys. So I would expect both of them to be going for it in the second half, but I certainly expect Man United to get the best of this second half. We certainly need to see some substitutes come into the game. No substitutions yet. All players the same. And Man United has their kickoff attacking the Stretford and his Manchester United. And Nems FC is thinking some crazy thoughts, as usual. Big up to you, bro. Ball. Box. Ball in the box. Oh, it goes over everyone. Shaw tries to whip one in low. Mount has room reserved in the Manchester General. You know, I think he has his own private nurses and doctors as well on call. Bruno trying to gift it to Mbumo there. Ming's in the way. Ball comes in. Dallo there. Finding Bruno. Menu puts it in, but it comes off a defender off the arm. Interesting times. Always trying something, always trying to find a teammate is our number 10. Cunha now on the wing here, looking to take the drive forward, trying to find an opening for Manchester United. Luke Shaw now back to Cunha as he tries to go up in behind. Kobe Mainu gets the ball from Bruno, looking for Mbumo over the top. Mbumo now finding Ahmad. Ahmad with a strike over the top. Couldn't keep it down. Unfortunately for Amad Diallo there, he's certainly due a goal. Would have been good to see him. He just took that ball on the run. Unable to get himself over the ball there. I think he could have taken another touch. He definitely should have got that on his left foot and tried to curl it low. Maybe, you know what I mean? Big up to Nems. Shout out to the Liverpool fan in the building. Ross Barkley, Man United with the interception in the midfield coming off the referee. Anthony Taylor always stepping in the wrong places in midfield. Telling Kobe Mainoo he's supposed to give him the ball. Maguire is saying, just leave it to me, Kobe. You know what I mean? Wow! Another color referee, bro! Why is he wearing light blue? He's wearing light blue. He should be wearing black, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? All the way over to the left-hand side for Cunha. No foul on Rogers as Casemiro wins it there. And Mbumo certainly fouled, but the ref telling him to get up. Get up. He was hoping for a free kick again. Unfortunately, none coming. Flick from Casemiro. Throw into Man United there. Almost a counter there. Maguire driving forward now. Kobe finding Bruno. Bruno finding Ahmad. Ahmad providing that width. Bruno now looking for a ball in between. Kobe, Ahmad, Bruno again. Bruno with a strike. Away it spins for a corner. And Mbumo slipping there. He probably needs a new pair of cleats. It looks like 1-0. Oh! Oh, Cunha unable to get it into the back of the net. Unable to get it on target there was Cunha. United win the ball back high, and it's Bruno Fernandes on the counter as he leads them. Bruno and Pumo. And Pumo with a strike! Oh my goodness, it should have been in the back of the net. But Martinez with the big left hand denying Mbumo. And Mbumo has certainly come alive in the first 15 minutes of the second half. Is that his first shot on goal in this game? I think it is, folks. His first strike on target. Good power behind the shot. Tested Martinez well. The corner now comes in. Oh, 1-0! 1-0 Man United! Yeah! Casemiro! And the big Brazilian strikes again. Casemiro with another goal. Is it 4-4? It should be. It should be. And it's 1-0 Man United. Casemiro popping up with the lead. It certainly was coming. The goal. We knew it. We could feel it. It is here. It has arrived. It has arrived, folks. 1-0. United lead as Casemiro kisses the badge, lets them know I'm a United. I'm a United. You know what I mean? Beautiful. Cross comes in from Bruno. Bruno finding Casemiro. Casemiro with the twisting header, planting it into the back of the net. Beautiful technique. Beautiful power placement. Everything was primed. You know, absolute perfection there from Casemiro. Pay cut, no way. Pay me my money. You know what I mean? Like, how could you be clamoring to not pay this guy 300K a week when he's coming up every week? Big for Old Trafford, like he's doing now. They might as well extend his contract, folks, because I'm telling you, we're going to need this guy for Champions League next season. We can't do it without him. And if we keep him, who knows? We could be in for a lot of trophies, if you know what I'm saying. It's one of those times, people. We need to be smart. You know what I mean? We need to don't watch the dollars. Look for the trophies. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Mary winning the ball back there neatly. Ball just coming off of him for a throw. Clearance from Cunha there. What the hell did Ahmad just do? What? How did he get a free kick there? Ahmad just clear the ball. Let's get the ball back to Bruno now, bro. What going on in Ahmad's head today? He don't want to get the ball back at all. How is that a foul? Like, I'm still trying to figure out how is that a foul. A light touch. A light touch. Like, this is a contact sport, folks. Why is such a light touch being called a foul? Like, this is football. Feet have no eyes. Come on, United. We need a big defense here, folks. Need a big stop here from the lads. Well stopped by the defense there. The wall doing its job. Big stop by the wall. Wanted to do a Yahoo, but I didn't. I'm a good boy. It's all good, Jack. It's all good. We know the second Yahoo is coming soon. You know, this counter from United could be Quicksilver. It could be a quick 2-0 puncher. You never know. Get the clearance out. Maguire with the header. A dominant in headers. Clearance comes. Room to breathe as the ball crosses the half line. Now Man United could reset. Look to win the ball back up high. The shape comes back into play. In between the lines. And there's no room for Aston Villa to really play. They have to go backwards. This is how well the zonal press works, folks. You can see it in action right in this current moment as we came back out and took our shape. We limited Aston Villa immediately from any passing lanes forward. They have to probe. Well tackled there. Rogers fouled the guy, you know, bro. Tammy Abraham. Also looking to be the introduction of the Jamaican winger, Leon Bailey, as well, coming into the team. Big up to Jack Reacher. Hayden is in the building. He says, I'm driving. I can't watch the match. I stopped to charge my phone at the service station only to find out Casemiro as predicted has opened the scoring. Bro, I hope you put your money on that shit. You know what I mean? I forgot to. I woke up late. Big up to Jack Reacher in the building, my brother. Hope you're well. I know the game is going well. Casemiro with a big stop there. Certainly, this is the way you have to make these stops. Else, it could have been Morgan Rogers at the edge of the box looking for a curler. Yo, Hayden, we actually had a strong start today. You know what I mean? Aggressive performance from the beginning of the game. You know, Aston Villa came at us. I don't know if you were able to watch the first half, but Aston Villa certainly came at us. And United have done well to reply. You know, we took control of basically, I would say, the last 30 minutes of the first half. It always looked like United were going to create an opportunity to score. You know what I mean? And now we started the second half very positively, very intently, and now we lead 1-0. 2 changes from Aston Villa. McGinn leaves, Watkins leaves, Bailey comes in, and Tammy Abraham. Big striker comes in. The crosser to supply the striker comes in with him. Let's see if United can deal with this little change of attacking dynamism in the Aston Villa attack yet. Maybe it might be a mistake from Aston Villa to bring on these 2 players because I think coming at Man United in this moment might prove to be their downfall. if United does get in behind, it could be a finishing off for them. And of course, he's talking about the guy, the one and only Big Benny Sesko, who is going to certainly make an appearance very soon. It's the 60th minute, just about 61st in 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think you're going to probably see Big Benny warming up in a moment, probably coming into the game. Maybe might see Joshua Zirkzee as well. It will be interesting. Oh, nice move there from Ahmad. Nice moves there to keep control of the ball. You know what I mean? Made some mistakes in this game, but certainly has made some good motions as well, I have to say. Boomer now taking over that right-hand side. Ball comes over the top. Oh, Dalot tries to lob the keeper. Not unable to get much on it. Yeah. With the pen, MU should be 2-0, game literally over. Yeah, I mean, you could say we should have had 2 pens. I don't know about Dalot there, but I'd let that slide down my back and get a bump. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody of you raise the football, you flick the ball up on your neck and like roll down the center of your back a little, that them ones there. You could try it, you know what I mean? It might have made more sense. What 2 pens? Well, they dragged Casemiro down and they dragged Ahmad down in the first 50 minutes of the game, and we had 2 instances. Good stop there. Forced into action, but there to beat it away. Lamens there. Not much to do, but when you're called upon, that's what you're getting paid for, to stop those shots. Fortunately, Casemiro wasn't able to go with the ball. Cunha was coming in with a block. Cunha not letting it rest. The determination and passion from him since Michael Carrick come to the club. He's like a new man. That comes off the hands of Tyrone Mings. What's the referee doing? This referee's moving mad. It come off the hand of Tyrone Mings. What is going on with this referee? It can't be 1-1. It's supposed to be out. This is robbery, fellas. This is robbery. It clearly come off of Tyrone Mings' hand. The ball came off of Tyrone Mings' hand. Well, what's going on here? Tyrone Mings. I don't know if we are checking, but it come off Tyrone Mings' hand before that play. Before that, it come off the hand of Tyrone Mings, the referee. And Tammy Abraham offside, and he move. He move out the way. Yeah, but if Tyrone Mings doesn't move, it's not. If this guy doesn't move, it's not a goal. If Tammy Abraham doesn't move, it's not a goal. If Tammy Abraham doesn't move, it's not a goal. If he doesn't move, it's up. He offside. Tammy Abraham offside the entire time. Bro, diabolical. How that can't be offside? The ball passed right next to him. He is in the play, offside in an offside position. How is this? What? That is mad. This is craziness. Like, where's the rules in football? Like, you can't tell. Football has no rules anymore because this guy standing offside, the ball passed literally maybe half a millimeter off his cheek, and he is not offside. How could it not be? How? How could, first of all, Tyrone Mings hand the ball before that play even happened. It came off his hand. I don't even understand. This is mad. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. Like, I don't even understand this. Robbed again. Robbed again. PG Momel, you disgusting pieces of crap. This is wild. Big up to Sean B in the building. That is a disgraceful piece of refereeing there. See, Benjamin Sesko is also warming up. The fans are singing about VAR. Wait, Rogers just fouled the man though. I don't understand. Morgan Rogers dragged down Casemiro. Bro, this is diabolical. Yeah, Billy. Yeah, Bruno get the assist, bro. Bruno to Casemiro, bro. Of course, you know that's how the work goes. 11 goal involvements in 11 games. Good interception there. Spurs playing with 12. Good for Spurs. Grenadier receives a yellow card. Cunha! Cunha! Goal! Yeah! Yeah! What did we talk about yesterday, Bali? We talk about the guy, I tell you, bro. He go be critical tomorrow. Yeah, boy. I gotta get Cunha kit now, boy, fellas. Boy, I gotta get Cunha kit now, you know, fellas. I had about Cunha kit now, you know, fellas. Oh my goodness. This number 10, boy, get in. Get in. Bruno, open it to him. He opened it 2 assists today from Big Bruce. The Portuguese Magnifico, 2 assists. 2 in him. Not 1, 2. The man is doing the business today, folks. I'm telling you, lot. Hey, take it while you can. A lot of people don't understand the greatness of this man. You know what I mean? Bruno create both goals, you know, bro. From the time I see it, I know Cunha. I know he go and finish. Should be 3-0, bro. But don't worry, we will make it 3. Benny Sesko coming on just now. You know what I mean? Don't worry, Big Benny must score. You know what I mean? He's back to back to back. He's looking for 5 or 6 in a row, I think, right now. So he must come on and score. Big Benny. Bruno Fernandes, 12 goals in 11 games. This guy scored 2, 9, no, 10 assists, 2 goals, 11 games. Bamba. Back in control. Get in. The maestro is here. Justice, baby. Justice, says Jack Reacher. Oh, I haven't seen Frank. Yeah. Rick Cunha, what a. Yeah, telling you, bro. Bro, I feel like I had a buy Cunha kit, bro. I ain't buy this season red kit. Normally it's be Bruno. I might have to get number 10, bro. Promise. You know what I'm saying? Let me check the site right now and see. I might have to order that shit right now, bro. Jeez. Maybe I gotta order that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me go on the site one time. Might have a discount sale today. Guys, Big Benny is coming into the game, strapped up, ready to go. Benjamin Sesko is coming in. Hey, they got retro kits on sale right now, folks. Retro United. Maybe I'll cop a few retros. And Bumo comes out. Yo, the manager is doing something interesting. And Bumo no, it's Ahmad. And Bumo is off. Sesko is on. Ahmad stays on the pitch. So we get to see 15 minutes of Ahmad and Sesko. Guys, it gets interesting. And Bumo was not happy to come off there, but sometimes that's how it goes. Anthony Taylor moving mad. Guys, the assist king. Interesting times. Guys, I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back in 1 second. Big up. Oh, I missed it. I missed the goal. Sesko with the third goal. I missed it, folks. Oh my God. Jack, you said 3-1, bro. Sesko comes on and score, and I'm in the bathroom. Whoa. No. Can't believe I missed that goal, bro. Yes. Bomba Cunha. Yeah. Gets the better of Bogard. Puts it in. Bogard doesn't deal with it. Sesko picks it up and he just strikes it back of the net. And that's 10 goals for Big Ben. 8 games left, and I told people he's going to have at least 15 this season. He's well on his way, folks. Could he get a brace before the game is over? 10 minutes. He's only been on in the game for 2, and he's already swiveled and found the back of the net. Big Benny Sesko is in the building, and is he the new Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, bound to score off the bench striker at Man United, folks? Yo, the biggest game of the season, and it looks like Man United are up for the occasion, folks. It looks like third place secured. If there's not any twists and only more additions, then United may go for one. Ray Carl, I told you, man, them about Big Benny Sesko. He was worth every penny. Was he not? Was he not? I told man them that Big Benny Sesko is the closest thing to a generational talent when it comes to being a striker. Was I right or was I wrong? I would leave that up to the fans' decision. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say is he's certainly here to stay. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Sesko, could it be 4? Oh, Ahmad. He tried to give it to Ahmad. Man United, folks. I'm just looking at stuff on the Man United website right now. It's looking nice. Stones and Roses kits are looking primed. Everything's looking sweet. Man United certainly in control of this game. Big up, Jack. It's one of those ones where you could relax right now and just enjoy the rest because you know the boys have done their job. You know what I mean? Certainly. Guys, United can't wait for Missy Alice reactions. She be a riot. Yeah, she's always interesting to be fair. Gonna Ahmad. Interesting. Yeah, she is very smart. Interesting gal. Interesting gal. will be interesting to see Cunha and Cesc. Bro, we pretty much predicted every goal this game, bro, because we said, most likely Casemiro with a header. You said that. I said Cunha. We both said Sesko must come off the bench and do something. Bro, the usual suspects, bro. The usual suspects. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we love to see, because with these usual suspects coming and doing this job, week in, week out, we can start to depend on these brothers. You know what I'm saying? Whoa! Deflection there. Ahmad certainly looking to get himself into the back of the net. United about to celebrate their 43rd. It might be interesting. Why not get one more assist? How many assists for Bruno? 2, 8 minutes. He's on 17 this season. Could end up on 18. You never know, bro. Bruno's doing a mad thing right now. And that's the end of the game, folks. Man United 3, Aston Villa 1. And Man United are clearly separating themselves from the fodder. Only one winning team today, says Ricky Red, and it's the Red Devils of Manchester. Big goals from the usual suspects. You know how it goes. It goes Cunha, Sesko, Casemiro, and you know the creator goes Bruno, and of course, you know what I mean, Cunha done his thing as well. Big up to my brothers in the building. Big up to everyone joining. Lovely results, says Hayden Pro. Big up. You know what it means. It's 3 points. Man United on the table now, solid in third. 3 points ahead of Aston Villa, who's now 3 points ahead of Chelsea. And maybe, just maybe, they might be, you know what I mean, 3 points ahead of Liverpool. It might be left to see. The Liverpool game should be kicking off in about 30 minutes. It will be interesting to see what the result in that game will be. Definitely, we'll be hoping that Tottenham can do us a favor. Maybe we might have to do a little bit of a bad mind watch. But right now, folks, it's all about your views, your thoughts, and how you're feeling. How did Man United's performance today excite you? Was it a performance that gave you confidence? Did you feel confident we were always going to win this game? Certainly, we saw that the goals were going to come, and so they came. We were the first scorer in this game as well. Unfortunately, we allowed Aston Villa to get an equalizer. But folks, United was always seemingly the clear winner today. The performance, there was always a goal in Man United. And as you can see, Casemiro coming up with an opening goal off the head, a glancing header of pure sublimity. And of course, none other than Matheus Cunha with a strike to let it all go and take Man United ahead from a breakaway. Another assist to Bruno Fernandes, 1 and 2. And then Matheus creating for the big man, Sesko. And he put it away in a fine swivel, getting it to the back of the net. And of course, we have all spoken about the young Slovenian, the big guy, Big Ben Sesko, that striker. Is he that guy? Well, it's seemingly, certainly he is. He's on a roll of scoring goals and doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. Shout out to each and every one of you watching. It's been your boy MarkN. Lovely for me to bring a victory of Man United in presentation in the watch along to all of you. And maybe join me again a bit later. I think I'm going to be hate watching Liverpool. Nams, watch out, son. You know, when I'm in this kind of mood, Liverpool could be getting thumped by Tottenham, bruv. Big up to everyone. Have a great evening. It's been your boy MarkN. And of course, my brother is in the house. Milko, what's good, bro? Big win for the Red Devils. We move secured in third place. So now we know for sure we got Champions League, my brother. Love in the house, bro. Love in the house. Jack says, if no 12th player, MU would have gave Spurs a shellacking. Of course, you know how it goes. But I'll catch you guys later, folks. Shout out to Drex. Don't forget to check out D-Hub Sports TV. My brother is always here. Unfortunately, he may have been busy today, but he will be back later on. Maybe I'll convince him to do a bad mind watch so you guys can get his views on Liverpool's. You know what it means. Love to everyone. 3 in the pocket. And Man United fans move. It's the end of the day.